Hello and welcome to this week's Duchêne Method video newsletter. This week we're talking about addiction and consumption. The research and published literature on the anthropology of addiction and consumption has grown and diversified significantly since the 1970s. It has found acceptance in the wider multidisciplinary domain of addiction and developed beyond the sociocultural norms of everyday lifestyles. Anthropological studies show that the lived worlds and self-identities of drug users have cultural order and socially constructed purpose and meaning. And experiential research shows that some addictions or aspects of addictions can be affirmative, creative, and sustainable, at least at the individual level. I open with this information to underline how much our society has changed when it comes to the topic of addiction and consumption, and in particular to the topic of addictive to consumption, to consuming. Today in this short video, I refer to drugs. When I use the word drugs, I refer to drugs as anything we might become habituated to and that we enjoy to the degree of dependency. It seems that drugs are widely misunderstood, and they have a very long history. People of all kinds and in all times need something to make their lives meaningful. And that seems always to have been the purpose of drugs, food, sex, and even religion. As religion has declined, so drugs of all types seem to have been tuned to increasingly try and make life more exciting and meaningful. Drugs can be seen as a challenge to our ordinary life, adult perception of the world as being somewhat dull and predictable. To have meaning, life, of course, must come to contain some excitement. Into each, a little love must fall. It was once seen as a normal part of society to have some level of addiction within it. Today, it seems to have become the norm, and in so doing has transformed our perception of what addiction is. What are your essentials in life, and what are your add-ons? Where might you lose yourself in the world of consumption, of consuming? How does addictive consumption affect your physiology if you pay attention to yourself? How has consumption affected your physiology and your nervous system? Meaning, are you someone who tends to struggle with anxiety or with regulatory disorders, which could show up as intestinal problems, which can show up as shortness of breath, certainly shows up as distraction? How can we mindfully manage our hyperactive minds? Vaping, smartphones, online shopping, technology, and also our craving for love, attention, sex, and connection. How do we get hooked? And what can we do about it? One of the most difficult aspects of addiction to consumption is that we live in other people's worlds. We admire those who bravely post about their personal lives and struggles on social media. We dream about looking like someone else, more beautiful or sexier than us. We spend hours scrolling our phones to get a glimpse into the life of someone else who has more than we do, who is offering quick glimpses of advice to fuel our need for acceptance and belonging. Our addiction to desire is strong. We tend to want more than we have and to be more like someone else rather than spending time appreciating who we are and what we have. There is a way out of this hamster wheel, however. It requires for us to take a long, honest look at why we do what we do and how what we do makes us feel. Probably the most addictive of all of our collective consumption is the need to be loved, accepted, and acknowledged. But how has this become such a necessity when there are more and more instant online gurus telling you how to be whole, how to love yourself fully, how to deal with your traumas, and how to heal? Join us this coming Monday, October 24th at 11 a.m. EST at the Duchêne Method Facebook group page, where I'll be taking a deeper dive into this topic, and I'm inviting you to join me in the conversation. For access to all of my weekly talks, you can look me up on YouTube at the Art of Alignment Academy. I post my weekly talks there every week, and we explore different topics every week. You can also, if you feel inspired, if you want to connect with me, if you have any questions about mind-body alignment, if you're feeling off in your life, if something's not quite in harmony with where you are, you can book an appointment with me. I offer free 30-minute consultations. And just book an appointment. You can get in a conversation with me and ask me any questions pertaining to mind-body alignment. And if you feel off in your body where you need physical alignment, you can book a session with me if you're in New York City, and we can work on realigning your physical structure and process emotion through this alignment session to help you become more whole, more full. And this is a real process to healing, to decluttering the mind and tapping in to your heart space more effectively. I really hope to see you on Monday on our Facebook Live. I'm broadcasting from my Facebook group page, from my personal page, Anne-Marie Duchêne, and from my YouTube channel, Art of Alignment Academy. So you have different ways to connect and to jump in if you are so called to. I send you many blessings. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for being part of the Duchêne Method family. I really appreciate you being here. Until next time.